up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And this is taken at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 102 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really, but they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Snowhawks add 6 to their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Here's Stewart to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Stewart. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 now. Throwing now, Stewart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to add on to that lead. The try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They will throw on 1st down with Stewart. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stewart. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. With these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Stewart sets to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Stewart on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Stewart under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus the defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now a throw here, hold in, and out of bounds right around the 20. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Snowhawks continue to pull away here in this first half. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
One after here coming up. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Uses the stiff arm. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 96 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he's probably throwing here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Snowhawks extend their lead yet again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Stewart. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Stewart. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Stewart. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now Stewart, 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Let's see who's faster.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stewart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now Stewart throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Stewart. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to a halt inside the 10.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Snowhawks just continue to roll. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They bring their punter out there now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. It's going the other way. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Snowhawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Nifty move. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Chicago defense getting ready for the next possession. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
The wide receiver to Waller. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.